What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red River Aviation. You guys are on a fantastic day today, and today we have once again another unexpected trip announcement, which will be happening next week. I'm so excited to announce this. It's very exciting. I did not expect this to happen, but it is finally nice to be able to fly during this time of the year once again. I believe the last time I flew that was not during the summer was for today's video. If you guys are, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell because it's going to be an awesome announcement. Hopefully you guys are excited for upcoming content as well. I'll be going over that itinerary towards the end of the video, but there's a lot more to be excited for. So I'm officially on Christmas break, which is definitely nice. It is 2 weeks, so I'm getting a lot of content out for you guys before the end of the year and into January. So to begin with, I'll try and give the backstory. So for me to go with him, and I obviously was very happy and shocked by this opportunity, and I gladly accepted. So if you haven't been able to tell, that leads us to another trip announcement, which I don't know, I would say this is technically a trip. So I will be flying on, once again, I flew him earlier this year, but this was the most convenient for the destination. I will be flying on Delta Airlines once again. It is exciting. I'm excited to finally fly on Delta again. It hasn't been that long. That's going to be nice. This is going to be my 4th trip of the year, which is pretty remarkable compared to previous years. In 2018, I flew twice. In 2017, I've only been once that I can remember. 2016, so it's definitely nice to finally have some more frequent flights. This is definitely a nice breakup between summer flights and Texas. So definitely a nice change of pace. Back on Delta for the second time ever. I'll be flying Delta in terms of Jackson, but also now the flights opportunities are overwhelming, and you'll be able to enjoy that. But it's still awesome to finally be flying here, of course, and to be back in this position. So on December 7th, 2018, which is just in 5 days, or probably 6 days, or 4 days rather, when this is coming out. I'll be flying from Tulsa, Oklahoma, unfortunately directly to Atlanta, Hartsville, Jackson. It's definitely not horrible, but at the same time, unfortunately, this is one of my first flights in a long time besides the MD-80 last revenue flight that I'm going direct to the destination. I'll be flying from Tulsa to Atlanta on Delta Airlines Flight 5333, departing Tulsa, Oklahoma at 6:42 p.m. and arriving in Atlanta at 9:44. So unfortunately, this is a night flight. The last night flight I had, besides the MD-80, of course. Excuse me. I flew twice in 2017. My bad. But what comes to my head is Chicago to Rochester, Minnesota, back in 2017 on American Eagle. So it's been a very long time, but that still doesn't change the fact that it'll be very fun. So it'll be on Delta Connection, of course, and it will be on a Bombardier CRJ-900, of course, not world's greatest plane or anything to just jump up and down about, but we'll be a trip port, so that's exciting. I do have 19D as my seat right now, which is economy seat towards the back of the aircraft. It's a good wing view, even though it's not really going to matter with how late in the day it is, but I'm still excited to get some footage. I do want to give a quick shout out here, though, to AS Aviation on his United 777 trip report that came out just a few days ago when this is being published. I do want to say it was a fantastic job of improvising with his situation. Long story short, he lost his window seat during the flight, but he made it work and still got a 20-minute awesome trip report out of it. I really enjoyed watching that earlier today when I'm filming this. So, fantastic job, AS Aviation, on that. So, I'm going to try to find new ways to improvise. Even though it's a night flight, I'll try to get the most out of it as I can. So, maybe some one thing that I do want to do more of that he kind of integrated too, and he's had more of a history of than I have. Not trying to steal or copy, just something that I'd like to adapt to, is making it a more in the perspective of a actual passenger, not necessarily more of an Ave geek, of course. That's one thing I do want to start doing with my trip reports, is make them more of what a normal passenger would experience, what the difference is between the economy classes, what your experience is like getting to the airport, getting on the plane and getting out, what you have to adapt to if there's delays, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to adapt that into the filming and hopefully into the editing as well. And comment down below. I'm not trying to copy once again. It's just ironic that he just did it. But listening to his, it kind of makes me... I did ponder the idea of doing voiceover trip reports back in the day when they first initially started. And I do want to revisit that. If you guys want voiceover trip reports, let me know, and I could possibly look into that. I haven't decided yet. I just feel like it would be easier for editing purposes. But not only that, but just from a viewer standpoint, you guys might enjoy that more. So I do want that to be a possibility if you guys are interested in that. So anyways, Delta Airlines Bombardier CRJ-900 Delta flight 5333 from Atlanta to Tulsa to Atlanta rather. Leave at 6:42, get there at 9:44 Eastern time. Flight time's 2 hours. It's a 674-mile flight. Not much more that I can see here. Hopefully 19D is good. I will look at the window seat, see if there's anything better. But as of right now, it's a pretty full flight. There's no more main cabin window seats available, so I'll probably remain in my spot. So, anyways, yeah, very excited about that, even though the second flight's much better. You guys will like it a lot more, even though it's another night flight, unfortunately, but still very exciting to be back on Delta already. So, that'll take us into plans at Atlanta. I will get to that because this is kind of a trip announcement, also a trip overview in general. The plan is to, since I'm with my dad, he does not want to use a rental car, and obviously with the stadium being downtown, that does leave me not near the airport during the majority of the trip, which is pretty short, coming in at right at about 2 days total. So Saturday, probably won't be able to do any spotting. Friday night, if there's a possibility that I can get a couple gate shots, I will do so, and maybe I can get a couple decent shots from the window, but unfortunately not looking too great right now. So on Sunday is where the news strikes. And as of right now, it's not looking too great. All 3 days are forecasted rain in Atlanta. For Tulsa, it's like 2 rain, I think, on the Saturday and Sunday, and then the Friday's partly cloudy. So it's not necessarily looking too great weather-wise. Hopefully that changes. We only have 5 days to go, so I'm praying on that. But preferably not raining, especially on the Sunday, and I'll tell you why. Because my dad is leaving on an earlier flight, and I'll be coming back on a later flight, which helps aircraft wise, and I'll also have a lot of time to go spotting in Atlanta, which I'm very excited about. Once again, hopefully the weather does try to cooperate here, but nevertheless, for the plan, he's leaving on a 2:30 flight to head back to Tulsa Eastern Time. That puts us getting to the airport probably 1:30. I don't know, maybe 12:45ish. I don't know how where in that range will be or how early he's going to want to be there. Obviously traveling by himself, so nevertheless, I'll be there for the remainder of the afternoon into that evening, so it'll be a nice wait. So my plan is to, if you know anything about Atlanta and you're still watching, please let me know. I need all the information I can get. But my plan is to hopefully, by sources confirmed, you can go in their parking garages without a vehicle and go to take pictures on the parking garages. So that's my plan, is to do that on the south side, most likely having the side south or north for the remainder of the day, to do that till sun goes down is my plan. Hopefully the weather is good. Atlanta has a lot of awesome heavies, and there's a lot to spot. Definitely a lot different compared to what I'm normally around, which is American, but this is still awesome. I'm very excited. So hopefully you can go in the parking garages. Worst case scenario, I will do the best I can terminal spotting, which will be the backup plan. And if you know anything about with how their concourses are set up, they're obviously just north to south, and there's like 6 of them, so I'll probably try to get in one of those at the end to see if I can find a good spot at the window, and adjusting light and everything like that. So that is what I'm going to try to do. So that'll lead us into the night. My plan is for the remainder is to have dinner and then explore around Atlanta Airport, give a nice little tour of it for the channel, make that into a video, show how busy it is. I'm assuming it's going to be fairly busy right after Christmas, showing what all it has to offer, show how to get around the terminals. So I'm planning on making an Atlanta tour video, even though a lot of you have probably been there, but it's my first time going, so I'll still do that because I think it will make for a nice video and nothing better to do. I may terminal spot a little, but it's going to be dark, so I'll probably go by gates and just get some pictures like that. So then that'll lead me into my departing flight, which will be Delta Airlines Flight 2933 from Atlanta to Tulsa. It is going to leave at 9:45 and arrive in Tulsa at 11 o'clock Central Time. What I'm really excited about on this flight, though, is the aircraft is a McDonnell Douglas MD-88. So finally, already back on the MD-80. I'm so excited. I've never got to fly a Delta MD-80 before, so this will be definitely a very unique and fun experience, even though it will be another night flight, of course. I do have 31A for the flight, so if it's going to be dark, at least we'll have the humming of those beautiful engines to listen to. And it'll be nice to try their MD-88, see what all I dislike about them. I'm sure I'll love them. Flight time's 2:15, 2 hours, 15 minutes, and it's, for whatever reason, 2 miles less than what it was on the way there. So, yeah, that's pretty much the trip announcement. I'm very excited to go. It's going to be a very fun trip. Hopefully I don't forget to put window views on the screen. If I did, I'm sorry, but pretty much it's really good window views. They had no 31A on the internet, so I looked at 29A or 30 and 29. I found 29A and it looked really good. It was a little in front of the wings, so 31A should be pretty much perfect. So very excited for that. So yeah, I expect 2 trip reports, possibly some Atlanta footage, and why am I losing train of thought here? A Atlanta tour video. So that'll be exciting. So possibly 4 videos out of the deal. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say before I move on to some other topics. This kind of little news video as well. I'm going to try my absolute best to get in the garage, and if I can't, then I'll go do terminal spotting. Please let me know if you know anything about the airport, if you can spot without a vehicle. That would really help me out. And very excited for the trip reports. Hopefully you guys are excited. I have no clue when those will debut. Keep in mind we still have 2 American A319 flights, and they're literally the same flight number and same times of the day. So they're literally identical, but they'll still be separate. I'm trying to think if one was better than the other. Or not the same exact flight. One was going from Tulsa to Dallas. One was coming back from Dallas to Tulsa. They were both really good. I think the coming from Dallas was a little better because lighting on the wing and stuff. But those will be coming. I think what I'd like to do is do a trip report per month till May. So I'm not sure if I'd like to get these deltas out, but I'll probably leave them be so we can have some footage until the summer, which I'm not sure if we're traveling or not. Fingers crossed, of course, but we'll have to see. So there's that. So as for news, 1 second here. Okay, so for news, here's the rest of the year outlook if you guys are curious. So let me get the calendar real quick. So for this is coming out on December 22nd. Hopefully December 23rd will be a Pensacola International Airport update. Christmas, I'm not sure if there'll be a video of any sort. I think I'm just going to postpone that till I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is I'll probably have the massive unboxing come out first. I'm not sure when they'll be scheduled, but expect after Christmas, this upcoming week, on Friday and Saturday, to have a mix of a Dallas update and a massive unboxing. Probably will be the massive unboxing first, and then the Dallas Fort Worth update will be coming on shortly following that, and it'll be a big update, snow update, a lot of new models, so hopefully you guys are excited for that. And then when I return, hopefully I'll be able to have a late storyline update out to cap the year. And then the year in review video will be out probably next Wednesday or a couple days following, something like that, not too long after New Year's. And then following that, my plan, it very well might not happen. I only have 2 weeks, but my goal is to have my new airport complete by then. If it's not, then be expecting our normal routine with airport updates. American Airlines Airbus A319 trip report from Dallas to Tulsa will come out sometime in January, so expect that. I've also pondered the idea of maybe doing some live streams, whether it's FSX or just general aviation talk. Let me know if you guys would be excited for that. There's this website called StreamYard, and what I like about it is it's very simple to use, but not only that, but you can add multiple people in with webcams and mics. So I'm pondering the idea of doing that so we could get more of you guys in here to talk aviation or whatever we're doing at that time. I'm not sure if it works for you can record your screen. It may just be a webcam, but I'll have to mess with that some. So I am pondering the idea of doing that as well. And then as of for 2019 or 2020, wow, we're already here. I did want to talk right now about the American Airlines McDonnell MD-80 last flight to Romoville from Tulsa. If you did see my Instagram, yes, I did get to see it. Unfortunately, the lighting wasn't just perfect, and I was able to get to see it though. Unfortunately, it took me by such a surprise. I was in a unofficial airplane observation spot, I guess you'd call it. Pretty much, it was right by a lot of security. Not literally, but it was by a gate, and sheriffs went by about every half hour, and I had to wait. So on the air traffic control, they didn't really have I didn't hear a AA960 get cleared for takeoff, so it took me by surprise. I was luckily able to get pictures, but unfortunately no videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it into a full story time on the whole experience. It was an 8-hour wait party, and I was able to get to see it luckily, and it was an amazing experience. but unfortunately, it's over. So, yeah, I wanted to touch on that. Obviously, you guys heard the videos. I need to get January count or 2020 calendar so I can get all of that going. And massive unboxing, story time. I may make story times more of a presence next year because I like the whole format of that, and I think you guys would enjoy some of the stories I have, like getting delayed going to Minnesota in 2017. I have a lot of others. The Qatar, I already did that, but we could maybe redo something like that. How I got kicked out of the Las Vegas parking garage in 2015. Last AMD-80 flight probably deserves it. So a lot of ideas there. So if you have any other content ideas, please leave them in the comment section. I'm eager to find some more content that you guys will enjoy. Not necessarily that I'm not happy with what we're posting right now, but I would like some more fluctuated and variety on my channel. So, yeah, in the 2020, expect Monday and Friday uploads. We got back on track in December pretty much, so I'm happy that it became a lot more consistent. If you weren't aware, November was a very inconsistent and overall just really rushed month in videos wise, so I'm trying to stay away from that. So hopefully the new airport will be done. I will let you guys know the progress on it. Waiting on one thing to be done, which will hopefully be done by the end of the week, and then that will be starting. I do have all the models purchased for Christmas for it, so it's pretty much accurate. We're missing a couple of models that are near impossible to get, but besides the fact, it's still I have all the necessary resources to make it. And in the 2020, like I said, expect Monday and Friday uploads. We'll have all the airport updates. Still a month for storyline, unless that, for whatever reason, changes. I mean, they're just so hard to get to them a month. With how rapid the airport's growing, to top that off. And then, obviously, we'll have... that's what I want to touch on. Some Psycho Ave Geek. Trying to think of topics. Reviewing NG models. I'm trying to decide if that will be the theme of this massive unboxing. I do want to make that a series video, but at the same time, I think it would do really good if it was Psycho Ave Geek loves new NG models. So I do have one coming, but I haven't had any confirmation of it shipping yet, so it's not going to be here in time. So maybe it's just going to be Psycho Ave Geek reviews NG models. So I'm going to wait till I get that model, and then I'll probably try to get the Southwest at some point if it's still available. And then I have the other three, and then I'm just going to review those. Maybe a compare and contrast video. Get some more Psycho Ave Geek going. And besides that, guys, that's all I have to allude to. There's some awesome Instagram content. The American Airlines MD-82 and 501 Alpha Alpha is posted, so if you do want to see that, please follow me on Instagram at Red River Aviation so you can see all the pictures, stay up to date with the channel, and if you need to reach me, that DMs are the best way. And one other thing I wanted to say, oh yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notification bell. We're trying to get 700 by the end of the year, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9 days to do so. So please subscribe. We only need 13. I know we can do it. So if we get a couple, if that massive unboxing does well, we should be right there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Be happy doing whatever you're doing. There's a lot of awesome stuff to be excited for, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Red River Aviation signing off.